So the recent balance changes in merge tactics just came out, and in those balance changes, they not only nerfed the Dark Goblin, but they also nerfed the Goblin Machine. Now, these nerfs to both the Dark Goblin and the Goblin Machine are so incredible because it means that Executioner is actually going to be in the meta. So, instead of this Goblin Ranger comp like most people have been playing recently, the meta comp is now Goblin Thrower with the Executioner. This was probably the second best comp in the game before the update or before the balances came out, but it's just even better now with the Dark Goblin nerf. If you don't know, they nerfed the Dark Goblin's hit speed and they nerfed his hit points, making him, significantly worse, making Rangers as a comp significantly worse just because there's no Dark Goblin there. And we've actually been able to get some pretty decent RNG off rip this game. Let's go ahead and sell our machine here for the Goblin. And we're going to go ahead and get the Dark Goblin. And we're going to go ahead and put that in for the Valk. And not just so we can get an early game Rangers and win this first round. Hopefully, we might not though. And obviously, we are going to be showcasing the thrower synergy, so hopefully we will get more thrower cards this game. But obviously, Rangers still isn't horrible, especially in this early game situation where I'm up against this guy, and hopefully should win this. Yes, we do actually win this early round. Nice. I don't think Rangers will be totally out of the meta, but I definitely think that this new change will definitely indirectly affect, or directly affect them actually, directly affect this comp. Unfortunately, I just made a pretty bad play right there. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I bought the Mega Knight instead of the P.E.K.K.A, which I guess isn't a horrible play, but it's not exactly what I would have liked. I'm going to keep the Mega Knight in for the Ace trait, I believe. I think that is probably more valuable here just because the Mega Knight is 2-starred. And if you guys didn't watch my recent video, the most important strategy right now with the Loon is early game cycling to get the Goblin synergy. Now, I haven't played for the last couple days, so I'm pretty down low. I'm about like top 2,000, top 1,000 because I haven't played recently. But basically, that is how I got up to top 500. I actually peaked about 250th in the world just because I was able to early game cycle to all these Goblin cards. That is probably the best strategy in this game. And I would highly recommend if you haven't watched the video, go ahead and go watch that video after you're done with this one, because I do think that it would be super valuable for you, just to learn. It's a good skill to learn in the future for merge tactics. But anyway, we're up against a pretty high level comp right now, so hopefully we can stay in this game here. He's got that 3-star Spear Goblin, which is very, very troublesome for us here, and we're going to take a lot of damage here. Almost gets us knocked out of the game, but we're alive on 2 HP, and that guy does lose right there, so hopefully we'll play him. We do not. We're playing the guy in first. Okay, we do get the 3-star Goblin there, which is really nice, but unfortunately, it's not looking like we're getting any we're not getting any decent troops right here, which is very unfortunate. Let's go ahead and keep the Mega Knight in. Honestly, not the greatest RNG this game, but we might still be able to win this, maybe. We probably need another upgrade on one of our cards here, but we're not going to get it. Unfortunately, okay, not a great round this round, but let's see if we can stay in the game here. We do have the 3-star Goblin. Goblin also got a nerf in the latest balance changes. A couple of different cards got nerfs, mainly the Juggernaut trait got a got a nerf down from 11 seconds to 10 seconds, and got a shield amount nerf down to 20% and 40%. Unfortunately, we do lose this game, but we do lose it to the same throwers comp that I have been talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and hop right into the next game, and I'm going to be showing you guys how you can actually win with this comp instead of kind of doing an intro to what the comp is and how it's changed. So right off the bat, I'm going to go for the cheapest troops, or the best cheapest troops right off the bat. And I am going to go ahead and use the promotion slot in this one. I don't think I am going to win this. Hopefully we can take down the Barbarian. Oh, we actually will win this comp because he decides to put his Executioner in the promotion slot. So we should win this comp just because of how much damage the P.E.K.K.A does. And let's see, moving into the next rounds, if we can get some nice lucky promotions and see if we can get the Goblin Synergy. So right into this next round, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the Knight. Let's see what this transfers into. It does become a P.E.K.K.A. That's huge. Okay, let's go ahead and get the Spear Goblin here. We're going to go ahead and get the regular Goblin, the Wizard, and we're just going to hold off here, and we're going to try and win this round. That was very solid RNG that I just got right there. I could continue and maybe go for an Executioner, but I don't think I really want to. Let's go for a P.E.K.K.A. right here so it knocks out the Goblin right off the bat. And hopefully my Goblin can do some damage to his Barbarian, and hopefully we can quick knock that out of the game. We do, and it looks like we're also going to get the Valkyrie out of the way if the Musketeer doesn't cause too much trouble, and it really doesn't. So we're going to take a nice next round victory right here. Let's go ahead and keep the Wizard out of the promotion slot just because we have a merge. So we're going to get our elixir back on our Wizard. Let's go ahead and get the Spear Goblin, and hopefully we can go ahead and get an Executioner here. We do get the Executioner. Let's go ahead and sell the Valkyrie for the Executioner. I should have sold the Barbarian probably, but that is okay. We can always get it back. Let's put the Dark Goblin in the promotion slot, and hopefully, let's go ahead and put the Barbarian right here, and then put the P.E.K.K.A. in front of the Barbarian, so it's going to be able to go onto that Goblin Machine first. Obviously, Goblin Machine isn't as much of a threat now that it doesn't stun anymore, but it is still very much a tank that you need to get out of the way, especially when you want to target these backline troops like the Skeleton Dragons right here. And this guy's almost knocked out of the game. I'm actually not sure in a late game situation if Rangers or Throwers is better, but I'm going to assume right now that the Throwers comp is going to be a little bit better than the Rangers comp, not by much though. So I do believe that the Rangers comp is still going to be viable, but I do think that the Throwers comp is going to be much more viable than this than the Rangers comp that was previously meta. So I guess we'll just have to see though, as people kind of find more comps with these new balances. Honestly, unfortunately, it's not really shaking things up a lot. I think the Goblin Synergy is a huge factor in that, and Juggernaut's still being broken with their CC immunity. And if you guys don't know what that CC immunity is, CC is just stun. So like, if you had a giant skeleton bomb that goes off, instead of stunning your troops, it's just going to do nothing. And so it's just not going to affect you. It's super overpowered, honestly. And I hope they change it to maybe where the shield, once the shield wears off, you no longer get that CC immunity. I think that would be probably the best change here. But let's see what these guys are playing. This guy's playing a fire comp. Fire comp. I actually like the fire trait. I think that it is very solid and definitely has potential to be a very good trait. The only problem with fire is that it's so heavily dependent on a high level baby dragon getting an early kill. And on rounds, like on normal non-modifier rounds, it's actually very hard to get that kill with the baby dragon. However, with the one punch modifier, use the baby dragon. Baby dragon fire in the one punch modifier is so OP. It's just gonna get you so much damage off rip, and you should win every time if you're playing if you're playing baby dragon fire in the one punch modifier. If you don't know it, if you haven't tried it, try it for yourself. It's gonna be super fun. But this round, we got some really nice merges. We got that 3-star P.E.K.K.A. We got that 3-star Spear Goblin. We got the 2-star Executioner, which is absolutely huge. So we should go ahead and win this game here. We should go on to win this game here. But I guess we'll see, if we get any other good merges. But absolutely great game right here so far. We should be able to get first place here. Let's go ahead and watch this other game and see who gets knocked out here. It does look like the Throwers comp did win against the Fire comp. Wow, that's actually surprising. So the Throwers Ranger comp won against the Fire comp, which is kind of surprising to me because I kind of thought that the Fire comp would have been a little bit better, but I guess that it was not. And he does have the 3-star Goblin Machine, but I'm honestly not that worried about it because while it is a strong tank, the rockets don't stun anymore. Unfortunately, they do a lot more damage. They do 100% bonus damage instead of the typical or the last previous 50% bonus damage that they did. But I do believe that it still will not be a very strong card in this meta. However, this is a very solid comp that this guy has. He has 2 ranger, 2 thrower, 2 blaster. Sorry. Um, and hopefully we can get this machine out of the way, and it looks like we will with that P.E.K.K.A. Absolutely insane P.E.K.K.A. Earlier I thought she wasn't a great card, but it turns out she is absolutely busted. And there you go. There is the first game that we've won with this comp. And just to prove to you that that is the best comp in the game, we just beat a Ranger comp, which was the previous best comp in Merge Tactics. So that nerf, you can definitely see it for sure making an impact on the Ranger comp just because of the hit speed of the Dart Goblin being slowed down. It takes a lot longer to charge up that Rangers, making your frontline tanks even more important, basically. Not a great first round, but it wasn't horrible. We're going to be able to get the Goblin Machine next round for some throwers. Let's go ahead and put our Skeleton King over here so both of them target that, and my Goblin won't be that prone to the splash damage. I think that was probably best case scenario for the placement right there. Yeah, that was some really nice placement right there last second. Also, some people have been saying to hide your troops on the bench. Honestly, I don't see a huge use in hiding troops on the bench, if I'm being honest. You can if you want to, but I really wouldn't recommend it. You just don't need to. That was probably not the greatest play right there, but let's see. I guess we'll see if I do end up winning this round right here, if that was good. I just felt like maybe the 2-star Goblin Machine would have been a little bit more useful than the 1-star Giant Skeleton, but I must have been very wrong. So, yeah, we are going to lose 5 HP there, but that was my fault right there. I should have kept the Giant Skeleton, but that's okay because we're going to be having some Rangers here. Hopefully we get a Spear Goblin. Unfortunately, we don't, but we do get the Executioner, which is very nice. And we're going to go ahead and let's take some risks here. Let's sell for the Executioner. Let's get that, and let's get another Goblin. There's the Spear Goblin. Beautiful. Beautiful cycling right there to get the cards we wanted. We got the 2-star Executioner. Really great card right now, the 2-star Executioner. Like I said, probably the best card in the game with just backline damage and hit points right there. Unfortunately, we don't have the Juggernaut, so our Executioner is going to turn into a rabbit. But that's okay because he's going to come out and he's going to do an absolutely insane amount of damage to this guy. And just like that, from our last place position, we move up to second in this round right here. So let's see if we can hopefully get, okay, we get the 2-star Spear Goblin, which is okay. Let's go ahead and get the Valkyrie instead of the Skeleton King. Let's see what this guy's running. He's a 3-star Dart Goblin. We're going to go ahead and have to take a risk here and just hope that we are able to get as many of his troops out of there. Usually I would like to conserve that Goblin just because obviously the Goblin I wanted it 3-star, but I really can't afford to lose this round right here, and I can't afford to lose too much right here, especially when this guy has a 3-star Dart Goblin, which is still going to be very, very strong with the Ranger trait, which this guy does have. But let's see, this is going to be a huge factor. It's going to be a huge indicator of how good the 3-star Dart Goblin is. And wow, we are about to beat this guy. Wow, that nerf is really showing through. It just did not have enough time to ramp up. And honestly, might be killing the card. Honestly, do I want to get this Spear Goblin 3-star right here? I do not, because he's already out of the game. So, because this guy is the dead guy right here, we're not going to be buying that Spear Goblin. We're just going to wait for the next round. And maybe if we get it off the Goblin trait, we can buy the P.E.K.K.A. 2-star instead. But anyway, you could definitely see that last round that he had a 3-star Dart Goblin. And previously, before these balance changes, no one would have beaten that 3-star Dart Goblin. Your team would have been absolutely soloed. But now that these balance changes have gone in and nerfed the Dart Goblin hit speeds so much, it actually does not have enough time to ramp up. And Blasters is absolutely 100% the best trait right now inside the game. And look at that, another guy beat the 3-star Dart Goblin player. So let's see, I do get the Spear Goblin there. And we are going to go ahead and Probably not. Let's cycle one more through, and we do not get anything, but that is okay. We are once again playing the guy with the 3-star Dark Goblin. He's playing full Noble Ranger Thrower. Honestly, not a bad comp, but this Dark Goblin, which I thought would have been wreaking absolute havoc on my troops, is not really doing that much. Honestly, thought it would be doing more right now, but let's see kind of in this round how much of a difference the 3-star Dark Goblin is actually going to make in this matchup. We do get a nice Executioner lineup, and it's going to be targeting his Musketeer and do a lot of damage to it, so it's already at half health. That Dark Goblin is ramping up, though, so let's see. It is unfortunately on my Spear Goblin, so let's see. Wow, he got a great Princess off right there. We're going to lose this round. That is okay. We should be up against the dead guy right now. We are, once again, great to be up against the dead guy right there. Let's go ahead and try and cycle through. I should have got the knight right there. A little bit of a misplay. That is fine. We can obviously combat that. Let's go ahead and get the 2-star prince here and then sell it to get some more. Looks like we're not getting anything. I didn't miss that knight there, unfortunately. Let's see if anyone else got it. Yeah, he did get that knight. So let's see. We should take second for sure this game. I don't see how this guy is going to be able to hang on, how either one of these guys is going to be able to hang on. This guy right here who's in third that I'm spectating right now made a great late game, had a great late game comeback against the guy. Ooh, he got a 3-star Dark Goblin last second. So let's see. Now it is a much closer game. Right here, let's just see. Ooh, wow, he did a lot of damage. Come on, get this guy out of the game. I need to get this guy knocked out of the game. He is out of the game. Wow. What a great comeback by this guy right here, who I just beat earlier with the 3-star Dark Goblin. He made a spectacular comeback. Let's see. Let's go ahead. Should we go ahead and get the... Let's go ahead and keep the P.E.K.K.A. in. Tons of cards in the pool right now. Unfortunately, no 3-stars, but that's kind of just how it goes sometimes with the RNG. I don't even know what to do here. I don't think... Oh, man, he gets the 3-star princess. I don't think we can win this. I don't think... well, let's go ahead and try and cycle through just to get that 3-star P.E.K.K.A. Yeah. Okay. Obviously, I didn't know that I was going to get that, but it was just kind of a hope that, I was going to be able to kind of get the 3-star P.E.K.K.A. Because I knew that there were a lot of troops still in the pool, and I was just hoping that I might get lucky. And it actually did pay off. So let's see if this frontline tank is going to be able to help us. The Executioner almost out of the game, almost got knocked out, but not quite. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I think we are probably... Wow, look at the amount of healing that is doing. Unfortunately, he's going to have to walk over to the Dark Goblin, and we're going to lose, but that is okay. That is very much... So, Ranger's still very much strong. I do think Throwers is a little bit stronger, but that is the video for today. Throwers, blasters, whatever you want to call them, one of the best comps in the game. We are top 2,000 still, so we really didn't do much this game, or this video, but that is the best comp in Merge Tactics. Hope you guys are going to have good pushing towards the end of the season. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.